hope and inspiration. Victims of victors, hear the sound, lifting each other off the ground. This is truth, this is elevation, sharing hope and inspiration. Podcasts, we've been broken, we've been bruised, and we rise, we never lose. Ooh, turn the pain into a mission. Now we're speaking, now we're living. From victims, from victors, hear the sound. Victims to victors, hear the sound. Lifting each other off the ground. This is truth, this is elevation, sharing hope and inspiration. From victims to victors, hear the sound. Lifting each other off the ground. This is truth, this is elevation, sharing hope and inspiration. Podcast. From victims to victors, hear the sound. Lifting each other off the ground. This is truth, this is elevation, sharing hope and inspiration. Podcasts. Podcasts. We've been broken, we've been bruised, but we rise, we never lose. Turn the pain into a mission. Now we're speaking, now we're living. From victims to victors, hear the sound. Lifting each other off the ground. This is truth, this is elevation, sharing hope and inspiration. Podcast. Victims to victors, hear the sound. Lifting each other off the ground. This is truth, this is elevation, sharing hope and inspiration. Victims to victors, hear the sound. Lifting each other off the ground. This is truth, this is elevation, sharing hope and inspiration. Podcasts, we've been broken, we've been bruised, and we rise, we never lose. Ooh, turn the pain into a mission. Now we're speaking, now we're living. From victims, from victors, hear the sound. Victims to victors, hear the sound. Lifting each other off the ground. This is truth, this is elevation, sharing hope and inspiration. Podcast. From victims to victors, hear the sound. Lifting each other off the ground. This is truth, this is elevation, sharing hope and inspiration. Podcasts.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome, 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 everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. This is the Sharing Hope and Inspiration podcast, a podcast where we aim to empower voices, break silence, and walk the path from victims to victors. I'm your host, Jims, accompanied by the founder and CEO, Miss Denise Jackson. And today we're going to take a deep dive into the early warning signs of abuse and red flags that many people miss. Hey, Denise.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
What's up? What's up? So, as you guys know, we've been kind of going hard with the podcast these last couple weeks, and we decided to take last week off, not because we didn't love you guys, but because these topics are somewhat taxing and it could be overwhelming. And the last episode that we had, where we actually talked more in depth about Shy's passing, it took an emotional toll on some of us, and so we just want to practice self care first. And so we felt like we needed to take a little break in order to kind of regroup and make sure that we could give you guys the best versions of ourselves. So that's the reason why we took a pause, but we aim to be on here so we could inspire people to save lives and to motivate you guys to be the better versions of yourself. So, Denise, how was your week off?
Uh, my week was very emotional. It was very emotional because, as you stated, we tapped more into Shakira's world, and it kind of took a toll on me in a sense because day to day what I do. So actually walking this walk and hearing what I hear, feeling what I feel, and seeing what I see is it becomes very heavy at time. And then actually having to talk about her head on last week was heavy. So I definitely needed to I needed a woosah moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it was. I didn't think it was gonna be like I didn't think it was gonna be that emotional, but honestly, it was like as soon as we started talking, I felt like I was back. It was that night all over again.
exactly.
Yeah,
And
and
then to get phone calls after the fact from family and close friends that watched it, it hit them hard as well. So having to try to talk to them and bring them back down, it was a lot. It really was. It was a lot. But it was needed. It was
yeah,
needed because there were some that had not spoken of it or even heard others speak up on it since it happened. So it was somewhat of a breakthrough for some.
yeah, and I think it opened a lot of our eyes as to like how we all viewed and experienced it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I didn't realize it took a toll or affected some people in certain kind of ways, but like you said, it was a needed conversation. It definitely opened up um a better line of communication with family members and friends. And yeah, yeah, yeah. It was it was a lot, guys. It was a
It was
lot.
heavy.
It was
It
heavy.
was heavy.
Um and even just, just to be transparent, even when because the podcast kind of manifests itself. I don't we weren't actually looking to start a podcast. We were just looking to reintroduce the foundation to a lot of people, and it kind of just kind of came up out of thin air, and we said, okay, well, let's do this every week. Just the topic of domestic violence itself is a very taxing topic, and I don't want people to think that every time they tune in they're going to hear something sad or emotionless, because we're here to also not only educate but to inspire you guys to do different things. So don't think every week you come in and it's gonna be a cry fest or something like that. It's not.
It's
But
not.
if we have to cry together, we will cry together. If long as it's gonna save a life, then so be it. But we just, we want to give you guys very diverse topics in order to educate and experience and share and bond with our listeners. So um some topics may be a little bit different, but all of them work for the good of the foundation.
Exactly. Exactly.
So today, um, was kind of busy time, and I know everybody's in their own respective places, so we're trying to give our guest a few minutes, so she'll pop in a little bit later. Today we'll be joined by Jasmine Coley. She is a wonderful, wonderful personal friend and counselor to all of us, and she'll be chiming in. So she may join us a little bit later, but today we are gonna talk about dun, 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 red flags.
Red flags.
Red flags, because sometimes we find ourselves in these situations, and the signs were there the whole time. The signs were there literally the whole time, but we decided to overlook them for whatever reason. For
For
whatever reason,
love. For love. We
for
overlook them for
love,
love.
know,
For
oh,
love.
and it could be learned behaviors as well, because
Yeah,
you saw that's how
definitely.
your mom used to handle dealing with your dad, and so you felt like that's the right thing. So, but for whatever reason, those red flags were there, and so we're going to talk about red flags. So,
Mhm.
Denise, what would you consider just like a general um definition of a red flag?
A red flag would be intimidation. It is intimidation when your partner introduce you to fear. Introduces fear in your life. Um Jealousy. When that person is jealous of you and he just used that jealousy, he or she used that jealousy as a sign of love. Then we have domination. We have that. Where he or she gonna set all the rules, all the boundaries. You have no insight, no input on what's going on. It's his, her, their way or no way. So there are many, they have controlling, where they make all the decisions. They tend to disrespect you. Um, Always have a negative attitude towards you. That person feel entitled and believes they have the right to say or do whatever.
Yeah.
So there are many signs. There are many, many signs.
So in relationships, red flags initially are like warning signs of unhealthy, controlling, and potentially can be abusive.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a slap or a scream. Abuse can take many forms, as you know: manipulation, isolation, financial control, threats, disrespect of boundaries. So today, we'll hear a couple of stories. This is, we kind of want you guys to engage with us, but you'll hear a couple of stories, and some of them will be stories where red flags were prevalent, and even if you don't notice them right away, um, maybe through these scenarios, you all will start, thinking about if they ever show up in any of your friendship, not just relationships, but your friendships as
A
well.
friendship as
Um,
well, right?
yeah, because we don't want you to be in any type of abusive situation. So, we're gonna go ahead and get to these scenarios. We have a couple of them. We do have a few.
We have a
We have
few.
a few. So the first one is called um the birthday disappearing act. Okay. So Layla was excited about her 30th birthday party with her friends from work. She mentioned it to her plans to her boyfriend Marcus. He frowned and said, "Why would you go without me?" Later that night, as she was getting ready, Marcus suddenly left the apartment without saying where he was going and didn't return until the next morning. And he also ignored her calls. When she asked about it, he replied, "You want your space. Now you see how it feels." So is this a domestic violence red flag? Do you think this is red flag?
I think it is.
Why?
I
Why?
think it's a red flag because it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Some of the red flags. Also, in this scenario, we can talk about domination, where he wants to set out the rules.
Right.
Where he wants to tell her what she should or should not go, can or cannot do when it comes to her wanting to enjoy herself with her friends. We can talk about entitlement. He felt entitled to just leave and go do what he want to do,
Hmm.
just to make her feel some type of way when he finally returned. So now he's throwing what we call a guilt trip on her because now she feels bad. And that's his intentions were that to make her feel bad.
Right.
So that's definitely a red flag.
Okay. I was asked to read the question one more time. Okay. Layla was excited to celebrate her 30th birthday party with her new friends from work. When she mentioned her plans to her boyfriend Marcus, he frowned and said, "Why would you go without me?" Later that night, as she was getting ready, Marcus suddenly left the apartment without saying where he was going. He did not return until the next morning and ignored her calls. When she asked about it, he replied, "You want your space. Now you see how it feels." So is that a domestic red flag? And Denise said, absolutely it is. I will also say it's a red flag because he was inflicting emotional and psychological abuse upon her.
Hmm.
Um he used guilt and manipulation to control her independence. And so yeah, he was trying to make his behavior was framed out to make her feel bad for just wanting to, have interaction with other people. And that alone is not okay. Somebody should not be manipulating you and making you feel bad just because you want to spend time with other people outside of them. So yes, indeed, that would be considered domestic violence.
Exactly.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, and sometimes we don't even realize it, and it happens that scenario happens so often in regular
So
life.
very often.
Yeah,
So very often.
yeah, it happens so
Yeah,
often.
so very often. And then we sometimes don't recognize it as a red flag or as a form of abuse, and we allow ourselves to come comfortable with it.
Mhm.
And then our partner continued to do what he's do because now he has us in a position where we feel like, oh, it's just who he is, it's just who she is, and it's okay. And you find yourself just thrown into that and take heed to it. Like there's nothing wrong with it. Not realizing that you are being abused psychologically.
Right. Okay, so quick pause. I want to welcome to the stage our special guest. She finally made it in, and she's here to talk. So, please help me
You
welcome
get
Jazz
to talk
to the
her
stage.
shit.
Hey, Jazz.
Hi, Jazz.
Hey. Thank you
Hi.
guys for showing me so much kindness. I do apologize for my tardiness, but life is
Just
life,
me.
and I wanted to make sure that I showed up for you guys in full form.
Thank
So
you,
thank you
man.
for having me at
Thank
such a
you.
late moment.
It's all right.
Thank
We
you.
we
That's
all had
okay.
a trying situation. It's
Thank
cool.
you.
We
All
know.
right, so we're
We
gonna
know.
deep dive into
Thank you
the
for showing
second
me a little
scenario.
grace.
Most definitely. They showed us some grace for last week, so we just passing it on. So the second
I
scenario we're gonna
appreciate
get
it. Thank
into
you.
is respect or control. Carlos and his husband Jordan
Mm.
have been married for 2 years. Lately, Jordan has started criticizing Carlos for the way he dresses, saying, "You're a married man, not some club rat." Carlos noticed he stopped. Carlos noticed he stopped wearing bright colors or fitted clothes because it always led to an argument. Jordan claims he is just trying to help Carlos look more respectable. Is this a domestic violence red flag?
But Jazz,
I think she's lagging a little bit.
Absolutely. Our garments after we've been together for 2 years. I'm sure Jordan, as I was reading this, I mean, I guess the layer of just kind of trying to figure out I'm probably going deeper than what the statement is, but you probably met Jordan a certain type of way, and now we want to change it. I feel like that's a red flag.
Mm-hmm.
So if you met me spicy,
Yeah.
you know that I'm gonna always be spicy.
Right. So to try to tell me, so to try to tell me what I should or should not wear is your way of trying to control me.
Yeah, it's very much
Yeah.
so abusive behavior. It's emotional
Some,
and controlling. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I tell Denise what to wear all the
and
time, but
sometimes the verbiage can change to make someone to maybe compromise.
You
Make
what,
me want to
Jim?
compromise opposed to
I said I tell you what to wear all the time. You don't listen to me, so I mean, it might be a little abusive, but I said what I said. Nah, nobody, but no,
no.
honestly,
Sometimes
no one feels comfortable with people policing what they wear. And even with you saying like, don't wear that or you shouldn't be wearing that, I want to make you more respectable. Why would you want to um lower somebody's self-esteem? Like
Right.
you met me looking like this, and now you're gonna cause more damage because now you're gonna make me self-conscious. So
Exactly.
why would you want to inflict that on somebody you love?
Exactly.
I think with this one, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Because if
Mhm.
Carlos was more welcoming and, hey, babe, I really like to see you in these things. I like when you wear this. It's more compromise. It makes it feel like it's an option opposed to just telling me to stop.
Right.
That
Exactly.
takes my choice away from me.
Right.
Because when you met me, I was wearing these thongs out, and now
Hello.
you telling me to
Absolutely.
you know I like to wear these thongs. Now, if you
Oh,
say
God.
you like these cute little boxer briefs when I put them on the sashay around, I might switch. But until
I
then,
Mhm.
might
I'm gonna
change
put the
up.
floss on. I'm gonna put the floss on.
I'm gonna put them on
You
top of
gonna
the thong.
put
I'm
the
gonna put them on
floss
top
on,
of the
Jim?
thong.
I'm gonna wear both because you got
I'm gonna put both on.
Okay, let's go to scenario number 3, just budgeting help. Michelle recently moved in with her fiance, Tasha. Since Michelle is better with money, Tasha suggested that Michelle manage both their finances and gave her full access to her account. They sat down together each month to discuss bill, spending, and saving goals. Is this a domestic violence red flag?
That's a green flag. Although it's a green flag for me because it's telling me, okay, well, we can work together on our finances. And you
Exactly.
gave me the access to the account, so I
Exactly.
still have reign on the account. So you're not taking full control
Yeah.
over that.
right.
And we're doing it. The key word is together. So
Mm-hmm.
absolutely a
Mm-hmm.
green flag. In my world, it probably still is a red, but realistically,
Yeah. But Tasha has stated also that Michelle is better at managing the money. So again, like you said, that's a green flag. So it's not like Michelle just taking control. They're doing it together.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
It
So
shows
Tasha is
absolutely
aware
a
of what
green.
Michelle has done. Michelle is aware of what Tasha's done. So they're sitting down together, budgeting, saying what goes here, what goes there. So it's not like one has taken control
hmm
and the other one is left with
Mhm.
no opinion,
Well,
no advice, and
Yeah,
nothing.
the reason why I like this one is because money is often the root of a lot of domestic violence situations, you know.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
But in
Mm-hmm.
this one, you saw is a mutual agreement. There was a lot of transparency here, and they were willing to work with each other, and nobody was trying to control them because both of them had access. So there's
and with
always a
your
way to discuss your finances with your partner. It's all about the
and to
delivery, how you
piggyback off of what you said, it was consideration. Like you
yeah.
make me want to consider different options. You
Mm-hmm.
gave me an option,
Mhm.
so compromising is the word I was looking for.
Right.
So y'all couples out there, do better because it's the way you can do it.
Do better,
Do
get it
better.
Mm-hmm.
together.
Mm-hmm.
We all broke. Get it?
Listen to the extra.
Together, together,
We ain't trying to stay
together.
that way. So let's save together.
We
Because
don't
we
want to
trying
Yes.
keep
to
being
build.
broke.
Right. We're trying to
Um,
build.
right.
If
We don't want
Michelle
to
is
be
better
broke.
with the money, let her manage the money.
Let
Right.
her manage the money, baby, because we're not trying to be broke best friends now.
Right.
Uh-uh.
Uh-uh. We're not going for that.
Are you too emotional? Next scenario. Andre gets upset whenever his girlfriend Kayla cries during arguments. He rolls his eyes. He says things like, "Oh God, here goes the water. Here comes the waterworks." Last week, when she tried to explain why she was feeling overwhelmed, he cut her off. "I don't do drama. Either toughen up or keep it to yourself." Later, he told her he loves her, but wishes she was less sensitive. So, is this a domestic violence flag? Red flag.
Red flag. I wish I had my flag so I could hold them up during
Right.
this segment.
You want to hold it up?
Yes, because this is
Right.
absolutely a red flag. Andre is absolutely emotionally unattached. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
He ain't with the bull.
He ain't with none of it.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of things going on. He wants her to suck it up, buttercup, and that's not fair to Kayla because she
Not
wants
at
to be
all.
gentle. So that's absolutely a red flag.
I know she just wants to be heard. Like, even if he doesn't agree, just listen. Like, don't just cut
Yeah,
me off. Let me get it out. Let me vent. You're supposed to be my person. And if I can't
yeah,
come to you with any and nobody else, I should be able to come to you and tell you how I'm feeling. Even if you don't have to agree, but just listen to me. You know,
that's it.
yeah.
You
And
gave me a
with,
little
with
Dr. Seuss
and
rhyme
when he
then.
and with him acting as such towards her, she will eventually shut down
Yeah,
completely
Hmm.
she will.
and won't say a word. And that's not good for her inner being, like at
Yeah.
all.
Or seek support outside of the home. It's not good
Right.
for anyone.
It's not good for
Right.
anyone.
Because if he don't
Red
listen to her,
flag. Somebody will.
he don't listen to her.
Somebody will.
And we ain't
Hey,
talking about the therapist.
hello, for real.
Somebody somebody
Somebody
gonna
will
give her a
listen.
shoulder to cry on.
Yeah,
Somebody giving
exactly.
her a shoulder
Somebody
to cry on
will.
We see it all the time.
Somebody
all of these times.
Let's go out for drinks. You going through it? Let's go out for drinks.
go out for It'll be the first thing. Let's go out for drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you start to spill everything, and then you get comfortable with talking to that person.
He said
Mm-hmm.
what? Baby, come
And then they saying all the right things because you know what?
right.
I know that you're broken. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna be the opposite of Andre because you've told me all of your business.
Right. And I'm going to do what Andre is not doing.
Mm-hmm. Until
Mhm.
red
Exactly.
flag.
Okay.
Baby,
Red
let me
flag.
Okay.
tell you something. It's so easy to pick up the emotional ones.
Very much so.
Hey, big head.
Hmm. Go ahead and cry. I got
Ting,
I
ting,
got you.
ting.
You
you.
know it
Yeah,
start off as friend. That's my
right.
best friend. Our best friend. Since
I'm just
Mm-hmm.
when?
the soul of my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Red
Okay.
flag.
What about the vanishing act of friends? Since dating Marcus, Lauren has slowly lost touch with all her close friends. At first, he would complain when she hung out with them. They don't really like you, they just using you. Then he would guilt trip her into staying home by saying, I cleared my whole night to be with you, and now you're leaving. Eventually, Lauren stopped accepting invites altogether.
Mm.
Red flag.
Red flag.
Red flag.
That's a huge red flag.
Right. Because now
And it's
he
it's
has started
interesting
he
how
has
it
started
ties
to, yeah.
into.
He done started to isolate her from her friends.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That's
Right.
exactly what I was gonna say, my sister.
Yep.
It's
See, that's
just
right.
it's just different
Mm-hmm.
forms of connecting abuse. Now that we see
Yeah.
these scenarios, it makes it more realistic. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
this is what it looks like. Because a lot of people really don't know what abuse looks like. But these
Yep.
scenarios really allow the space to say, oh, this is what this looks like.
Hmm.
Because this is absolutely a form of emotional abuse. This is actually a form of manipulation.
He gonna have her to be completely dependent upon him. Let me separate you
Upon
from everybody. So
you.
even when, even if the physical abuse creep in, guess what? You ain't
Mhm.
nobody gonna hear you scream, baby, because you ain't nobody gonna
Right.
be there.
Nobody's gonna hear
I'm
you
gonna
scream.
I'm gonna turn you against everybody, your family, your
Yes.
friends, and then now
So
you're in the
these
home.
and these red flags connect to all different. I like this format, Gemini, because it allows you to really visualize the different areas of abuse. Now, the question is it domestic violence? But identifying those forms of abuse is also helpful as well because in each scenario, there are so many layers of abuse in these scenarios.
And then also, sometimes when you find yourself in these situations and abuse is present, and you might have a best friend saying, "Hey, listen, what's happening is not cool." Um, the live is freezing. I apologize if the live is freezing. But you might say, what's happening is not cool. You might need to get away from him. Guess what? You don't have nobody in your ear to try to support you through this, because he'll
Right,
push everybody away.
right.
And this this
And
is this is so very common.
it is very common to isolate you,
Yeah.
to
The ice.
solely rely on me.
And then sometimes they gas your head up thinking like, oh, he loves me. He the only one that loves me, and he's the only one that's gonna do for me. So you find yourself having to feel like you gotta listen, you gotta do, because he's the only one there. And really, girl, that's just part of the game.
That is part of the game. I wanted to almost say a little love bombing, but it wasn't a showering situation. It was more so like you should be more appreciative that I cleared my whole night to be with
Right.
you. Now, so it's more emotional. This is more of an emotional abuse type of scenario, but it's a absolutely a part of domestic violence. But we should be able to identify and pull out the stages of abuse that's happening in these scenarios.
You should feel just as lucky. He should feel just as lucky to be with you as you with him. Don't make him feel like he just that catch, that one.
Right. Like he that man.
Right.
Like he the king of all kings.
Child,
Because baby,
trust.
you are the prize.
My presence is a present. Know that.
Hello, you better say it.
Everybody
And
happy to
you're
be.
welcome. And you're welcome.
Everybody's happy to be with Jen.
Hello. Hello.
Everyone.
You know why? Because I gave you that shoulder to cry on.
Ah,
'Cause
hey, big head.
you the gem. You the gem.
Hey, hey, big head.
You the gem.
You okay?
Andre did what?
You know what? No, he hurt
No.
you.
I can't
No,
believe that.
if I was them, I wouldn't do that to you.
I'm just playing, guys. I am not that person. I am not that person.
In your 20s, you seasoned now, so we
I
passed
could.
that.
Sometimes I used to. I could. I did, but not no more.
That's okay. You're delivered. It's okay.
It was
God has
easier.
forgiven you, and we have too.
It
He
was.
has
It
moved
was
past
easier
it.
that way. You didn't have to do too much work. They used to be in the
Not a
back
lot of
part of the
work.
club. You didn't have to do that much work to get them. Okay, so
Mm-mm.
next scenario, no need to worry. Anna and her wife just got back from their honeymoon. Rachel occasionally borrows Anna's phone, and Anna does the same. When Anna asks Rachel why she turned off the location sharing on her phone, Rachel replied, "I just like my privacy sometimes. Nothing shady." Rachel still openly shares her social media and passwords. Is this a domestic red flag?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Not necessarily. I don't think so. Because even in a relationship, you sometimes need your sense of privacy. You sometimes need your own space
Right.
just to breathe. So I don't see anything wrong with that. Like I really don't.
And
I
Rachel, like
don't.
the words, the terms, it still openly shares her social media
Right.
and
Right.
her passwords. So Rachel
Right.
didn't close Anna all the way
Every-
completely out. It was more so like there's some things I should keep. I want to be able to keep to myself.
Right.
And
Exactly.
Rachel verbalized that. It was very clear why I did it. So
Right.
I don't think that's a red flag.
So
I know.
it wasn't no rah rah or any of that. So I don't think so.
It wasn't because I want to and because you
Right.
it was nothing aggressive about it. Rachel was just like I'm and then she reassured Anna with nothing shady. I just want my privacy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we forget that privacy is okay in a relationship. It's
Yes.
okay to have a little privacy. You don't
Yes.
have to share everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know we walk in the bathroom on each other, but sometimes you need a little privacy.
That's where my privacy is at. Don't come up in here.
Well, some of the best conversations happen in the bathroom. But you know what I'm saying? A little privacy is okay. I don't mind. You know what? I don't care nothing about this phone, honey. I will toss it in a minute because I don't have anything to hide.
But do you share your
Exactly.
location? Do you share your location though?
Who? Absolutely. Baby, I don't do too much. You know where to find me. I'm about 3 places.
Well,
Work,
Sharon and I
work,
don't share
home.
location because 9 times out of 10 we're together.
Right.
We're in the same place at the same time.
So,
So we don't share locations.
and then also though, even with that, because we have some people who they're big on the phone thing, like, let me see your phone every time they get mad. Also know that um your interpretation of a conversation that might be in that phone might not be the way it was intended. And so you will get yourself riled up over something in the phone that wasn't even taken that way. So sometimes when you go looking for things,
You
you
You will
find
find
them.
absolutely find something.
So
we ain't
uh
ready for it.
right.
I think to let me see your phone is absolutely a red flag because that's an insecurity of yours.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's a sense of control as well.
Right.
So the let me see your phone statement alone, in my opinion, is a red flag.
If you gotta go through all that, you already know what's up. So
Please don't go through all that. Just ask.
Too much just act. That's just too much.
Don't worry your pretty little head. Just ask.
you have to go through all
Right.
that. You already know. Let me see your phone.
You
And if they rather, some people, have you ever seen like some of the videos where their mate will ask them for their cell phone and they'll run down the street? They will literally put their life in harm's way.
Oh,
in
gracious.
danger.
Yeah. To keep from
Yeah,
giving you the phone. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like that's so ridiculous.
That
If
is
you going
a
through all
lot.
that, go ahead and leave the relationship first. We
That's
can't kill our
diabolical.
phone. We ain't
That's
gonna
Yeah.
do it.
diabolical. I don't want to be that kind of stress. That's a lot of stress.
Hello. That's too much. It's too much.
And if you go on my phone, you ain't gonna find nothing but a whole bunch of memes anyway. So, and I don't
And
sit to
just
TV like that.
outlandish conversations. Like, why are you guys talking about fish? Because fish, those goldfish in that little TikTok was really cool. And you needed to see.
And I sent
I
I sent the meme to you first, and you ain't watch it. So
sent it
guess
to
what?
you
Then I sent it
first.
to somebody else.
I
You
sent the
want to be
cat
mad
meme to
about
you
that?
first.
I gave you first dibs at it. So you didn't want to do it. So why you in her DM sending memes,
Sending memes.
sending cat videos? I thought they were funny.
Those are hilarious.
All right, guys. Let's see what the next one is. Don't make me the bad guy.
Mm.
Tobias was running late, coming home from work, and didn't respond to text for an hour. When he got home, his partner Naomi was visibly upset. She began yelling, "Do you know how scared I was, Tobias?" Tobias apologized, but Naomi continued for hours, bringing up old arguments and calling him selfish. The next day, she said, "I only got mad because I care so much." Now, we've
Red
all been
flag.
through this. So, is this considered domestic violence?
I'm gonna go with a red flag. And I guess
Yeah.
it goes back for me with the other scenario where it's just the emotional disconnect. Um,
Mhm.
Naomi expressed her concerns. I respect that, but you went on for hours, even after Tobias apologized. Like Naomi was not able to let it go.
Right.
For her to turn around and then say the next day she got mad because she cares so much, that could be a bit overbearing.
That's scary.
For yeah, because it's like it's a thin line. Like I
Yeah.
understand Naomi, your fears and concerns, and Tobias apologized, and I feel like Tobias could have probably provided a little bit more communication,
Right.
because he didn't text for an hour. So I understand Naomi's reservations. The approach could have been a little bit red flaggish, and I think a little bit more details could have been given up to Bias because Naomi just seems a little um irate, but she had the
Very
right
much
if
so.
he yeah, so to me I'm on the fence with this one.
Because even if this was something that he has never done before, it could have been somewhat scary for her not knowing if something may have happened to him.
Mhm.
It's not even indicating whether or not she felt like he was with someone else. It was the fact that she was scared. So it may have
Yeah,
been something that he's never done before. And as
okay.
you said, it was probably her approach. She should have approached it differently because
And this is the hours. We're
the
continuing to
yelling and
argue
screaming,
about this for hours.
the yelling and screaming on that work for me.
Yeah. She was. I think it
Yeah,
was
and
emotional abuse.
Tobias is your partner, not your
Yeah.
child. So
Right,
She
right.
yeah,
and
to
she was
your
trying to
point,
guilt
sis,
trip
the
him, and
yelling and screaming is outlandish. Do
yeah,
not
Yeah.
yell and scream. Calm down.
like her emotional meltdown just kept escalating. Who wants to hear that? He was already frustrated because he was running late. You know, his phone might have been dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything.
It could
Anything.
be anything. But he came in and he apologized. Nikki said she lacks communication skills. She lacked a little bit more than that too. But yeah,
Hmm.
Well,
I think
she's communicating for sure. She's
Yeah.
communicating.
Because even
Um,
even even had she not started with all the yelling and screaming, he may have offered her an explanation as to why he did not text. And
but
again,
yeah,
like y'all said, the phone could have been dead.
I
yeah.
you notice how she wrapped everything in a cute little bow? It's because I love you.
It's
That's
just
the
And it's
statement to make.
because
When
I
people
care so much.
mm-mm.
Now,
don't
that's a little
don't
gay.
don't give
Now
her
that's a
See, so
little
that's
that's a
where
little
you like
plug
on the
forward.
fence because you've done
Yeah,
all of this, and that's just like someone laying hands on you, and then they turn around and
right.
say, "I did this because
I
I
still love
love
you.
you,
Well, I did this because I love you.
because I love you." Right,
yeah,
Well, I don't like this.
right.
this isn't love.
This isn't the type of
This
love
is
I
it's
love.
what I want. You're right.
Yeah,
Not at all.
Some people get off on that, but this is not what I love. I
this
like.
is not. So I
Mm-mm.
guess this is just like in the eye of the beholder how
Mhm.
people responding, communicating. Because I feel like Naomi communicated, Tobias communicated. He didn't provide like any substantial information, which could have possibly still led Naomi to be worried and concerned and to go on for hours. So I do feel like the line of communication was broken.
How could
But
she have better framed it though? Because this situation happens often between couples.
well,
So
how
how
could Tobias have better? How to me? How could Tobias have better explained it? It says Tobias apologized for what? Give me more. I need more substance because if I'm
because she
telling
said
you I'm
she
worried
started right off soon as
because
he
I
came
was
in the door
scared
yelling at her.
because you
But she started yelling on the onset as soon as he walked in the door. So he was not given the opportunity to explain
okay.
himself. So he just apologized.
Because not because
Had she not been going on and on and on and on and on, then she may have gotten an explanation.
but the thing is, I'm thinking like,
So
and
you
I'm
feel
just
like Tobias didn't get a chance to talk.
He didn't get a chance to
she
talk. All he
she do
Tobias
said
it all
was,
the time though. I think she does it all the time. So he's like, let me just apologize because she started on him as soon as he walked through the door.
mm,
She didn't even give
right.
him a chance to walk in the door and say, baby, look. I had a hard time. I'm very frustrated. This happened on the way home. She just starts going in on him, and then you bring
Mhm.
up all these other past.
Other things, yeah, past
Oh yeah,
stuff.
I forgot about that part. She brought up.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, I got it. I got it.
Right.
So red flag, red
yeah.
flag,
Yeah.
red
Red
flag.
flag.
I forgot that part. Thank you, Jim, because I
Yeah.
forgot that part. She was
Yeah,
bringing
I
up
did
old
because
stuff.
she's always bringing up old stuff, and we sick
So
of
that
her.
means you're not secure about
But she's
anything,
not
and
secure about anything. Like she having
yeah,
self stuff
you
going
can
on.
let
Like yeah.
anything go. You have never forgiven me. Like I'm. This is just a vicious cycle. So red
Always
flag.
Yeah.
bringing
I'll
up
go with
old
Red
stuff,
flag.
red flag.
and he might have been late going to get you some chicken
I
wings,
want to
or
change
he
my
might have
answer. I want to change my answer from C to A. Red flag.
Okay.
been. Okay, number 8. Too good to be true. After chatting online for only 10 days, Corey's new girlfriend Kim began sending messages like, "You are my soulmate. I can't live without you." She talked about quitting her job and moving in with Corey and starting a family, all before they even met in person. When Corey hesitated, she accused him of leading her on. Is this a red flag? 10,
Yeah, because
10 days.
something is wrong
Days.
with
That
Kim.
is
That is
that is
stalker
run.
behavior. That is run for your life type of
That
behavior.
is
Because if she's planning on doing
please,
her
please.
mindset is that I'm going to do A, B, C, and D, and I've never met you, then clearly she has some issues going on within herself. And
I
Corey is
was just
like,
watching clips of
Corey seeing the
docu.
red flags, like, no, we can't do this. Because if you're acting as such and we have not met, if I bring you in my household, girl, ain't no telling what you might say or
Red
do.
flag.
Big
Now,
red
I was
flag.
just watching YouTube documentaries on Evil Lives Here.
Oh my
Miss
God.
Girl, Miss Kim sounds like a Evil Lives Here, a control person, absolutely an attachment issue,
Hmm.
absolutely abuse. It's a lot of red
It's
flags
a
going on
lot.
in every.
It's a lot.
I see this
Yeah.
comment section now saying red flag, she crazy, but let's be transparent, people.
Come
By
on.
show of hands, how many people did this? Oh, y'all ain't gonna raise your hands?
What you talking
I
about,
want to.
Willis?
I want to know.
What
It's
you talking
okay.
about, Willis?
I
All
want
these
to know.
U-Haul relationships we on encounter, y'all don't seen them.
I've seen this. I was Corey. I wasn't Kim.
Okay. Okay. I'ma just let it stay right there. Okay.
Fix your lips,
But I,
girl.
I mean,
You
y'all
got your
ain't
new
gotta do
haircut. You got your new haircut. Fix your lips.
we ain't gonna answer because I used to do the online heavy, 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 heavy.
But
Wait, so you
even,
was
I
like,
even,
you the one
hold
like,
on.
you're my soulmate?
But see, even
they
when you
did.
get,
So were you the
hold
you're
on,
my
Jim.
soulmate?
They
But
did
when
that.
you've done the online. But when you did the online, did
First of
we
all,
not
Benny, what
say
you're not gonna do is tell my business.
no? What I'm
First,
saying to
okay,
you,
don't do no.
we said wherever Jim went, give me the address, your location. I want to know where you are and who you with. Cause baby, if I gotta pull up,
If we
I
we
have to
got
pulling
pull
up.
up,
she was. I thought she was
send
gonna
me
tell her where she
pictures.
was.
We
Send
gonna
me
pull up.
pictures. Turn on your
We did.
location.
We said send us pictures of
I'm
where you
here for
are.
that.
Take that phone and
Live
hold
your
it up like
life.
you taking a picture of something else so we can see that face.
Baby, let me tell you
Yes.
Please
something.
go and live your life. No one has ever
Hold on.
deterred you from living
Hold on.
your best. BEST.
I thought she was gonna give some specifics, baby. I got nervous.
No, I wasn't about to do that. I was not about to do that. I was just saying when you
Hold
were
on.
when you were dating online,
Amen.
and if you took it upon
Huh?
yourself to go meet that person, I would always say, I need to know
He
your
said,
location.
no, Jim. No,
I need the
Jim.
location. I need that person name. And when you're sitting in front of that person, take a picture some way, somehow, boo. So I know.
All my dating was red flag.
Baby, this segment is specially,
So we had to know. So
specially.
yeah, something wrong with Kim.
Oh,
Kim, yeah.
something wrong
Something wrong with Kim.
Kim is
Kim ain't
crazy.
Kim ain't right.
with
Kim
Kim
ain't
is
right.
psychotic. I work in the hospital, and these are absolutely borderline personality
Kim sound
disorders
like
right
this
here.
guy. I watched this movie last night. Called Don't Look Back. And the lady and her husband got a divorce. She found out he was cheating, but in the midst of the divorce, she's come home one day and this guy out there just doing a yard, like just doing her yard. And he was like he do laws in the neighborhood all the time. But anyway, she ended up digging on him. He was digging on her, and she slept with him. Then all of a sudden, in the midst of them sleeping together, it's like, tell me you belong to me. Tell me
Mhm,
this is mine. Tell me
mhm,
you love me. And this just
mhm.
one night. This just one night. And then when they got up that morning, she was like, you gotta go. Let me make you breakfast.
Baby,
And
here's
then you
these
gotta
$40.
go. So he went
$40 on the
crazy.
nightstand. Please
He
go, go,
went
go.
crazy. Like, no, you belongs to me. How you gonna tell me to get out? I mean, it was crazy. And I'm like, so Kim sound like a him because he went ballistic, and she
I'm,
had been with him just one time, and
thank
then
you,
he was
sis,
so
for
in love
bringing
with
in a
her. He
storyline
was
that
so
was
in love
relatable.
with her. He was so in love with her. He started dating her friend
Hmm.
just to try to get next to her, but she had already said this man is crazy.
Denise, you are
Thank you, my
triggering me.
sister, for
I have
providing
let
us a
that go.
storyline.
That life, I've let that life go. You are triggering me. You
Okay,
Baby,
let's move on.
she is
Let's move on
protecting
to the next
the
question.
innocent.
Okay, we gonna move
Baby,
on
my
to the
sister went deep down for that movie, honey. She dug deep. Do you hear me?
yeah.
My
tell me
sis,
it's
she said she
but you
will
know what?
protect.
Real talk.
Protect. Do you hear
When
me, sis?
y'all be thinking,
Protect.
y'all be thinking that sex talk is so sweet. Oh, girl, he's the talk to me, tell me it's my honey. He really be thinking that for real, and then you
Baby,
don't even
that's
know
for
this man.
real.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
so
for
yeah, he
real.
all go crazy. Honey. You all made it so tight with this man. Tell me it's mine, and I ain't never going nowhere. And you just met
Mm-mm.
him 2 days ago. Y'all sleep
You done
together.
made a pact with that man without knowing you have.
Yeah. I need my flag. Red flag. Run
And
for
then
the
he in the
horse.
kitchen eating your kids'
Her.
cereal and Pop Tarts and stuff. You just talking about
Uh-uh.
he need to get out. No, baby, he live there now.
You done
He
bagged
home.
U-Haul up?
He
Uh-uh.
home.
No, thank you.
That what you
And the
Mm-mm.
get.
thing about it,
Mm-mm.
it was like he was triggered. It was triggered because he had
Mm-hmm.
some childhood trauma that he had not dealt with because he saw his stepmother treat his father as such. And his
Mm-hmm.
father would always say to him,
Absolutely.
women's are no good. Don't let them mistreat you. This, that, and the third. So he was just triggered, baby. When she said, get out, you got to go. He
That's
was
it. My
triggered.
sister is protecting the innocent right now.
But listen,
Thank you, my
but listen,
sister.
listen. But those are like people be thinking like, how can you feel this way because you met this person online? How can you have feelings so deep for a person? But sometimes, like, yeah, when you meet in person, like you get the physical, but when somebody captures your mental, that's on a whole nother level. And
Mhm.
so, yeah, she probably fell in love because they don't stay on the phone all night talking and making these planning stuff
Yeah.
together. And like she's getting everything she's lacking probably from people she met face to face or dated face to face. This person's telling you all the and you can
But
see
that's not
yourself.
justifiable to be that
No. I'm saying like, and so
attached.
is it
That
too
is
good to be
not
true? Yes, it's
justifiable.
too good to be true because you truly don't know this person. Like it's good right now, but how is this person
You do not know
24
this.
hours a day? You like so you're moving into a situation where you really don't know this person, but because for that little snapshot of that hour or 2 hours you're on the phone, they told you everything you wanted to hear.
Mhm.
That's how I
He was
ended up
that,
with the stalker.
he was that shoulder to cry on.
That's how I ended up with that stalker. Yeah, don't do it. Don't
Hey,
do
big
it. That's
head.
don't do it.
That's how I ended up with that stalker. I am delivered. I am
Okay.
delivered.
Listen, you're not gonna pay attention till you
Baby,
get a
I
fucking
educated
number every
myself on
36.
the legalities of life.
Come
When
on,
your
my
sucker
sister.
pop up
I
every
educated
36
myself on the
days,
legalities.
you ain't gonna do it no more. When they gonna learn you
Mm-mm.
something. When they pop up every 30 to
You
60
will not.
and start leaving all them letters in your mailbox, them 14-page letters that don't say nothing, you won't
Baby,
stop.
stop telling my business. Get off here.
The
Get off of
email,
here.
when they start changing the Netflix names, talking about please get a chance.
Baby, when you're
You gonna
using
stop me.
Google, when you've been blocked from every number that exists in the world, and you keep just finding Google numbers to contact me,
Yeah,
red flag.
Red flag. Big red flag. That's a
love
big
at
red
first
flag.
sight, my butt. It ain't no. Mm-mm. That thing still be popping out. I look in the corner of the club, you there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That
do.
tickled my sister, baby. That is true. We got to start looking in corners.
Oh,
Baby,
baby, I watch them.
you gotta check the corners.
I watch them. I watch all
That thing
corners.
keep walking past you 10 times in the club,
Baby,
looking at
when
you
they
like a squirrel.
when they randomly come to the bar, and say, "Yeah, I talked to." It's
Baby,
weird.
My
Don't
purse
mm-mm.
be
ask for
on.
that.
My purse be on deck though.
Never done, cause you just said something. Silent
When somebody
battle,
pull up on my sister,
silent battle.
Hello.
Nikki talking about she
that's a little
fell in
weird.
love over the phone, and girl, we know you married. Every time Tito and his partner Lily argue, she shuts down completely. No text, no talking, no eye contact, and sometimes it lasts for a few hours and sometimes days. When he tries to talk it through, Lily says, "You always say the wrong things. I just need time to cool off." Theo is left walking on eggshells, never knowing when the next time the freeze out will begin. So basically, when they get into an argument, she shuts down, and he is shaky booty meat around the house because he don't know when they're gonna talk again or if it's okay. Because every time he try to talk to her, he ain't saying what she want to hear. So is that domestic violence?
I think that is a form of manipulation. I
Mm-hmm.
do feel like it's a because I, I want to say based off of the scenario, it's a red flag, right? There's things we should pay attention to. But there are experiences where you deal with people that has this emotional this form of communication or emotional abuse that's able to kind of work through those things. Um, so red flag based off of just the context
Thank
that's here. It's absolutely a form of emotional abuse.
you. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Because he's left pondering like what's next. What should I say?
It's the
What should I
eggshells.
do?
It's
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Never
So what would
necessarily
eventually happen?
sacrifice Lily.
She'll do this one too many times, and then he's left emotionally scarred because it's like, damn if
Yeah,
I do, damn if I don't.
yeah.
And she
So red
she would
flag,
ta- she would take
absolutely.
advantage of that because she know what she's doing.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Come on, what's your question?
in the midst of an argument, do you feel
I am
like
the silent treatment person.
me too. So,
Hi, I'm
but
Jasmine, and I'm a silent treatment person.
I'm part of that club as well. um,
My sister saluted. I salute.
so this is where the thin line is because brief
That's why I'm
moments
like,
of a
eh.
yeah, brief moments of a cooling down period is absolutely necessary. Do not get me wrong.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
because I I I don't enjoy arguing. Like I love a good debate, but with my partner, I don't want to argue. I don't want to yell. I can't stand yelling. Instantly will shut down.
Mm-hmm.
But in my
Yeah.
journey to learn how to better communicate, I feel like because I can be or used to be a very petty person. Eh, I realized that it's more healthier for me to stop,
Mhm.
take a deep breath, find my peace, and come back to you when I could effectively communicate my feelings. Um, there were periods of time where I will go straight cold, don't want to talk to you. I was gonna make you feel it like I ain't finna fight you, I ain't finna put my hands on you. Um, I'm not gonna do too much, but you gonna feel the silence gonna be real cold. It's gonna be loud. And I
Hmm.
had to
Yeah.
stop doing
Yeah.
that because now that tears you up too. You know what I mean? Because you walking around the
Yeah.
house and it's a very high stressful environment. But do I think this is abuse? Yes, I do. She
Yeah.
knows that this is absolutely the thing that's gonna, push every button in him.
Hmm.
It's gonna break
And
for
so she
Theo.
used it as a way
Yeah.
to control him and punish him. Like,
Right.
so,
Yeah.
yeah, it
Emotional
went beyond
manipulation.
yeah,
Emotional.
it went beyond the cooling down period. You're just doing it to be an ass. And
Exactly.
so,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's very much so emotional abuse. But
I
I
really
still,
appreciate how you brought it full circle where you said the cool down time that is necessary. A cool down time is
Definitely.
necessary, especially if I love you. I want to be able to communicate effectively and not harmful because words
right,
we cannot take back.
right,
So that is important. But coming back to it and allowing a person like Theo, who's anxious to want to go ahead and handle the situation, you have to give a person like Theo a time frame, baby. I need 30 minutes, I need an hour, but you have to promise to come back to it so that
Exactly.
he's not in the spirit of whether or not I'm being punished. Is it a punishment thing or like
mhm.
that? So I do agree with that calm down period.
And everybody not gonna tell you what you want to hear. Trust me. So you talking about he trying to talk to you, and he's like, you're not saying the right things. No one's gonna ever say all the right things for you. Like he's not your yes man.
Right.
So for you to
And it just sound like to me like she wants to control the situation. She wants to control the argument. I want you to hear what I have to say, everything that I have to say, but I don't want to hear anything you have to say.
right, and
You
you know what
know,
happens in these situations? Theo gonna start crying,
you're gonna start
and when
crying.
Theo start crying, Theo gonna end up at the bar. And when Theo end
Hello.
up at the bar, he gonna sit next to somebody who gonna let him cry on their good
On
show.
that good shoulder.
And then what happens?
All right, baby, I got you. I'm listening.
So you keep on. You
You
keep
got
on.
me.
That's what you do, Lily.
Keep
Lily,
on, Lily. Keep
keep on,
on.
Lily.
Keep
That's what
on playing with Theo here.
you stay silent now. Now, but we're just joking, but we're definitely promoting positive communication
Yeah.
between a couple. Y- why do you want to stay in a relationship with somebody that treats you so bad? I'm talking to myself. Um, because I'm just thinking like,
Who
well,
asked
I
that
guess
question again?
like, why would you want to stay in a relationship with somebody just like treats you so bad, or you supposed to love this person and you're knowingly inflicting pain and hurt and harm on this person you say you love. Like, why? You know this bothers him. Like, but you're getting off on make punishing him by just being completely cold. Like, I like how you said, "Give me 30 minutes," or "I'm not ready
Mhm.
right now, but when I'm ready, we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about it." So you're not hanging in the balance. Because I don't want that for you because I know how that makes you feel. Like,
It's
why?
just it's like a form of domination. Like she set
Yeah.
all the rules. Like it's going to be my way or no way. If I don't want to talk, I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
And like you said, 30 minutes cool down period. We're going to revisit this. We're going to table this and we're going to figure out what we went wrong and try to bring it
Right,
their peace back. But to just do this for days on edge and he's trying to talk to you, you're ignoring him. He's walking around the house, don't know which way to turn, whether he should go left, right, or down the middle lane. And you're getting off
What
on it.
way is up?
Hello?
so well, let me ask you this. So what determines a healthy cooling off period? Because like you have couples this, like you said, we're going to shelf this, and like you have couples that separate for months, days, months, maybe years, and then they decide to work through their stuff. Like, is the cooling off period supposed to be long enough for you to do the work and then come back? Because if you're
I
telling them
don't
like
know.
if
Baby,
you
let me tell you something. If
I guess in
everybody,
situations because if I'm married, ain't no separating
ain't no
for days,
separating,
months,
I'm
and
sorry.
weeks. Like
Ain't no
we're gonna
separating months and weeks,
right,
baby.
we're gonna table this for 30
Hmm.
minutes to an hour and we'll circle back. But if you're in a relationship, to your point, why do I put myself through this? I think people just feel like there's a space for change. People love hope. We live off and feed off of hope. So in our minds, if we've created this fairy tale of this is my person, um, it's it's people that are willing to go that extra mile to try to get you to be the my person because I see you as
Hmm.
my person. Just that hopeless romanticness, and we lose touch of reality. So the reality is this is a red flag, but oh, I could love Lily. What's my girl name? We can
Lily.
love
Lily.
her through this, right?
Hmm.
So if Theo just keeps showing up, if Theo just keeps showing up, maybe she will change, right? Or I was just speaking to a friend, and she was just like she's accepted the part where she knows that her partner cannot provide certain things. She has accepted and settled for the bare minimum. And I'm like, well, that seems like a lot because that seems heavy on you if you're not happy. And in her mind, she had already said it's consistent. So she accepts the consistency, whether good or bad. So to be a part of the answer to your question, why do we put up with this? Because we want to.
Was you talking about me?
We hope for something different.
Because I don't remember telling you that. I don't remember telling you that.
I ain't one of the gospel. I'm,
I don't remember
I'm
telling you
not
that
one of the gospels, but you ain't heard nothing from me. No. So it's the why is hope. We hold on to hope. It's people that hold on to hope.
I'm trying to figure out what friend you're talking about because I ain't tell you that one now. Not in this relationship. Now the last one, girl, I accept because you know what? They ain't gonna do right. Sick good. But this one, I ain't told you that one on this. Shoot.
But you know,
You ain't told me that about this.
sometimes bad relationships become a person's norm because they be so used to being in bad
Hmm.
relationships. So those bad relationship looks good to them. It
Hmm.
feels good to them, and they've made themselves believe that it's good. This is all good, and they look past all the
They
red
made
flags.
themselves a king.
They look
Pastor,
past all
Pastor
the
D
red
tell me
flags.
funny because she definitely
They
tried to
made
talk about it
themselves
right
a
now.
king.
Girl, I ain't in them kind of relationships no more. Don't put my business out on this thing. Because that's definitely something she said to me. I'm about to pull the plug on this one. That's what you not gonna do is put my little business out here in front of these people. I don't even know
Because we
all of them.
going too far. We going too far.
Shoot,
Okay.
read that last one so we can wrap this up.
Okay. Just one just one time. During a heated argument, Neil called her husband David a failure for forgetting to pick up their son from daycare. Furious, he punched the wall
Oh,
right beside her head. She froze. He immediately backed away and said, I didn't mean to. You just pushed me too far. The next morning, he apologized, bought her flowers, and promised it would never happen again.
That last piece.
baby, that sound like Ike Turner. That sound like what's love got to do with it, baby.
Hello.
That sounds like
Hello.
that narcissist of that Medea movie.
Red flag.
Being bought her
Yeah.
flowers.
Number one, how could you forget to pick up your child from daycare? That's number one. How?
They
Because he was
normally
busy with
pick up
somebody
the
else.
baby from daycare.
You know, how you how? And
It was
because I spoke up on it. I didn't have the right to call you a failure because that was very disrespectful. Very, very
Yeah,
disrespectful. And he had every right to feel some type of way.
absolutely.
But his actions shouldn't have resulted into punching the wall because he could have easily punched her. So
Mhm.
now she's afraid
Yeah,
because she don't know what to expect
yeah,
from him moving forward.
Maybe he forgot to pick the baby up from daycare because she was supposed to do it and he didn't know it's his turn. So I mean that could have been, but one thing does not in turn for another. Like she shouldn't call him a failure, and he definitely shouldn't have acted out like that. So even if he could have been vindicated from that, he lost all control, and so guess what? It's
Hmm.
still considered a red flag. Both of them red flags.
Yeah, because she called him a failure, which
yeah, yeah,
wasn't
Yeah,
cool
we're
at
not
all.
demeaning our
Very
partner.
disrespectful.
Yeah, we're not
Very
demeaning.
disrespectful.
yeah.
Very disrespectful.
And David punching the wall seems like that was a first time thing because she froze. And he was automatically apologetic, brought flowers and promised to never do it again. It's a red flag. It's something to be very much more aware of.
Hmm.
But to your both you guys' points, both of those were red flags. Both of those people are red
Yeah,
flags.
they both are red flags. Because for
Well, if
him to, buy flowers and all of this and say, I'll never do it again, we've heard that one too many times. That is often said. You beat me up tonight, and tomorrow you want to shower me with gifts and then say, I love you. It'll never happen again. Hello. But I'm walking around with a black eye.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, it was kind of intimidating.
black eye.
But let me ask you
Just
this:
Hello.
take one ass.
what? Okay, so what? The fact that she called him a failure, that's heavy. You know
Yeah,
that.
very disrespectful.
So I'm thinking, like, is this a habit of her language, her verbiage, and is he frustrated to the point
Yeah,
he
I think he.
Hmm.
going
Yeah,
to the volcano effect and he lashes out?
Yeah.
So I think he should have found a more appropriate way to take out
yeah.
his frustration. And if you're in a relationship when somebody is constantly demeaning you and calling you these names and not pouring into you the proper way, then it's your own responsibility to get yourself out that situation.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I think both
Mm-hmm.
of them are red
Yeah, they
flags.
both are.
And I feel sorry for that baby because that child has to witness this as
Hmm.
well as that daycare because who paid that late fee?
And I
But
missed
but
this.
uh-huh.
Because it's
But
$1 a minute.
right, it's definitely $1 a minute. So yeah,
Yeah.
but sometimes we always go to the man like, yeah, he wrong for that. But she was also wrong.
Oh,
Like
she was wrong. She was
abuse
wrong.
should never gender.
And
Both of them
yeah.
were wrong.
And with them acting as such, as you stated, that probably wasn't her first time demeaning him
Right,
or disrespecting him as such. And
Mhm.
it was just that one day he was like, I've had enough. Not to say that the way he responded
I was like,
was okay,
right.
because it wasn't. So they both was wrong. They both were wrong.
Yeah.
They both were.
Can I ask a question before because I guess this will be a part of the closing reflections.
Yes.
How many red flags are enough red flags
One,
for you to walk away?
one, one, one. One is enough
I
because
want to say one, but I'm
that
gonna be
one
honest with
that
myself.
one will lead to a second one and
You
a
right.
third one.
You right.
One, all it takes is one, because if you subject yourself to being okay with that first
Mm-hmm.
red flag,
It's a
that
slippery
first line of disrespect, then they're gonna feel like you're okay with it. If I got away with it the first time, I can do it a second time, then a third time, and it goes on. So one time is enough.
You right. You right.
One time. It's like somebody
So
coming up to me.
do you make necessary corrections?
Yeah, they just like someone walking up to me and said and threaten my
Or do
life.
you
They
leave?
got one time to threaten me. One time. One time. Because
Is
you
it
best
levels
believe
to it
if I
though?
see him a second time, babe, I'm gonna be on guard because
Is
you
it,
threatened me the first time.
is it
Huh.
levels to it? Because like, okay, so if we got three tiers, like you threaten my life, that's tier three. Like I gotta go. I gotta go. But if you be like, Jim, you know what I'm saying? I know I met you in them thongs, but
That's
you
tier
still don't
three.
cover up. That's a tier one. Like I could work with, like we could talk through that. So like even though it's a red
That's a
flag,
tier one.
it's a tier one. Like me putting on some appropriate draws, that's a tier one. So it's like I want to say yeah one, but you know what I'm saying? I'm open to buying different kind of undergarments. So
But
I could
see,
work
even
with that.
and like you said, there's levels. When you talking about tier one, your tier one could be the inappropriate undergarments. That could be your tier one. But maggot
Okay.
tier one could be choking. Maggot tier one may be you threatening me.
I ain't got no neck. You can't really choke. I mean, it don't really do what it's supposed to do. So we not playing them games. So that
I'm
would
saying
definitely be a tier three for
that
me.
yeah, it's levels to it. Like I said, that one red flag could be many of things. It may not be, the
Got it.
inappropriate underwears or the wearing the wrong clothes. It could be you pushing me, you yelling at me, you attempting to punch me, you threatening my life. So that tier one could be many of
So
things.
we
So what
so
I
do
hear
we
you
just be
saying,
aware of the red flag?
well, I
Yeah,
think
Go
we should
ahead.
just
Go ahead,
be
sis.
like set healthy boundaries. That's
exactly.
something I'm just learning now to kind
There
of
we
set healthy
go. That's
boundaries.
it.
So,
Yeah.
because like you said, everybody's levels may be different. So what I feel now, like when it feels uncomfortable to me, then we have to have a conversation, and then there's separation. So
Mhm.
right now,
We
I'm
have to
willing to
have a
talk about the
conversation.
draws
It's
as long as
necessary.
they clean. I'm gonna put them on because they clean. But if you try to choke my neck, baby, I'm working on this. And don't put your hands. I don't find that sexy. Don't choke. Don't put your hands on me. You going to jail. So, and I feel like y'all
Oh
should have just let me
God.
close out instead of ask that question.
Don't put your hands around my neck.
You going to jail. Okay, guys. Today's conversation was real, and it could have got a little heavy and
Because
triggering.
the red flag may not even know that
Red
the red
flag.
flag may not even know they're the red flag. So
Right. But
yeah,
I mean, that's why you need to, when you set your
it's
boundaries, you
freezing. I'm
just
sorry.
stick
I
to
don't know if
them,
you're
and
talking.
they gonna know it's. Hey, listen, that's a red flag for me. I mean, don't be afraid to call
Mhm.
it out though. Nah, nah, nah. That's a red flag for me. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
You're demeaning me, and I don't
Hmm.
like the way it feels. I don't like your tone, and I don't like the words you're using. And so, to me, that's a red flag. And you might not think it's that serious, but because of the situations I have been in before, I feel like that's a red flag, and I can no longer tolerate this. So I think it
Exactly.
would be healthy for us to go ahead and separate. So that's where I'm at with it. Yeah. So, I know we joked a lot, guys,
Yeah.
but honestly, we need to take a deeper dive in reflection upon our relationships to identify some of the red flags. Only you could say how many red flags is appropriate for you. Denise said one. I said three tiers. Jasmine just got married. Ain't no, it's only green over there. So, but it's necessary and is very very important. We cannot heal what we refuse to see. We can't always be
Amen.
blind. Put on them good
Mm.
glasses and take a deep look into what you're willing to accept. So
Hello.
if you know anybody who is encountering a numerous amount of red flags that could be endangering to their life, their situation, and them progressing to live a life that is comfortable for them, please do not hesitate to reach out to the Shy Foundation and or direct them to the National Domestic Hotline. That number is 1-800-799-7233. We want you to be in the most safest environment possible. We do not want to lose not another life to senseless violence. Domestic violence is 100% preventable if we educate ourselves, do the work, and remain safe.
Exactly.
So, guys, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. We really do appreciate it. Once again, I want to say thank you so much for showing us a little grace for last week because we had to do a little self-care. We'll see you guys next week. Any last remarks, Denise?
Yeah, I hope to see many of you on Sunday at
Red.
our
Girl, I
back
already
to
got it.
school bash. Our back to school bash, which will
Oh,
be held.
uh,
That's the old one, Jim.
I got
That's
you.
the new one.
I got you.
That will be held Sunday, 3 a.m. 3 p.m. I'm sorry, on Arthur B. Langford Drive. Please come out. Volunteer your time. We will be giving away. We've already supplied 200 kids with book bags. We got 100 plus more to give out on Sunday. So we will be providing them with school supplies, shoes, clothes, food, toiletries. So we will have a DJ. So again, come out, volunteer your time if you can, and just let's have a good time and send the kids to school. Well, August 10th, tables for the 7th annual Shy Christmas Gala go on sale. The gala will be held December the 14th. Tables are $100, seat 10. They go on sale August 10th. First come, first serve.
August 10th.
August 10th.
You guys come out to the this Sunday. I'm telling you, it is so good to be amongst people helping. We have a good time. The people like to see us come out all the time and help and share and joke with us. So I mean, it's a good time to be had by all. Like I said, it's gonna be a DJ out there. You know, you guys want to see where the money goes, where the effort goes. Come out and fellowship with us and help make an impact on the community. Jazz, my sister.
What you got going on?
Any closing remarks?
My closing remarks is know that you are not alone and know that you are worth it. You are just as important as the next person. So let's get together to make sure that we recognize that and we heal together. Please go to Amazon. You can get my current book, Talk Your Shit, but please stay tuned for my upcoming book. It's a couples workbook
Okay.
that we're going to do some deep diving on how to stay together. I love love. I love to see love, and I want to grow in nothing but love. So thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for allowing me to educate and motivate. And anytime you need me, you know where I'll be.
I got a question.
Thank
So
you,
is
my
this
sister.
new book, is this gonna be for like that 10-day relationship to come up?
No,
Okay.
that is not for
I had to ask.
that is
I had
not
to
for
ask.
Corey. That's
Yes.
not for
I had to
Kim.
ask.
That ain't for Kim. Mm-mm.
Also, before I get out of here, I do
So,
want
so the 10-day relationship, once you open the book, you will know that is not worth it. You know it will
Yeah,
just move
Corey
on.
gonna know. Corey gonna know Kim is not for him.
but thank you
No.
for purchasing the book. Before we get out of here, I do want to post up a flyer. One of our biggest supporters. Anytime we ask her for anything, she is there. So
Yeah, Love
please come
Jones.
out. Love Jones is having something August 17th. And from 1 to 6 is gonna be food, drinks, hookah, the denim brunch with Love Jones. Love Jones and her group of friends are a great bunch. They always make me feel welcome. Very nice environment. You guys, please come out to Grown and Sexy at 3461 Roosevelt Highway, Atlanta, Georgia, August 17th. Please come out. We love you, Love Jones. So, with that being said, I want to thank each and every one of you. See you guys next week.
Thank
Bye.
you, my sister. Love you.
On victims to victors,